So our city is starting to really come together, and with not last episode, episode before, we got our first storage system done. Now, you can see I've laid out some barrels we'll put the stuff for each storage system in, so just what we're sorting. So there's a couple, you'll notice, particularly with this one, there is a lot of empty space. That's because we got to get a couple things. So if we head over to our to-do list, you can see that we have added a couple extra things, mainly a resin farm and to go to a deep dark, which I actually do know where one is. I have stumbled across it a little while ago when we were trying to find the stronghold, because it's basically right underneath it. And I don't think I've added anything extra since the last episode, but last episode we did find a trial chamber. Now we ran out of time to actually have a go at it, so let's head over. I've already got a couple shulkers as well as an ominous bottle, and we've got our chest plate and a couple totems, so we should be good. So let's head on over and have a go at the trial chamber. Well, we are here right on top of the trial chamber, so if we just drop all the way down a little bit, let's be careful not to pop a totem too soon. Let's chuck on our chest plate. We don't need the elytra in here. So we aren't in the entrance room, which is a little annoying. I also just grabbed a couple blocks of dirt. So let's see, where are we exactly? Oh, one of these rooms. Okay. Let's see what's in there. Water bucket, that might come in handy. So let's pillar up a little bit. We've got, bogged. I do not like these. I should have bought probably a shield as well. So at least we're not doing a hard chamber at the moment. So we shouldn't be in too much danger. So let's get this one done. Is that all? No, is there one more? How many more? Got to be getting close to done. It's certainly meant to be relatively easy. So that's 4. Is that 6 maybe? Come on. Couple more. 1. Up. Up. Okay. Should be one more, hopefully. I haven't done a trial chamber in a little while, so I could be wrong. Okay, that is that done. And we get a key, which is good. Let's now cover that up. That way we don't accidentally activate it. So let's see, what do we get? Golden apple, another potion, some arrows, more arrows, crossbow. Let's see, so nothing too good. We can never open this again, so we might as well just break it so we don't think of it. It will take us a little while, so once it's broken I'll be right back. Yeah, it's taking way too long to break, so I'm just gonna cover it up from probably all sides. It'll just be so I don't accidentally, well, not accidentally, but I just don't mistake it for one that I could open. So let's now just keep going up, and we'll just keep dealing with all of these mobs. Well, we've pretty much cleared out this entire trial chamber. Unfortunately, it it's not really a good one. It's got so many bogs, and so I don't really feel like doing a what do you call it? Ominous trial chamber with that in mind. So there is this room, which, yeah, no, thank you, not more bogged. I'm just gonna, they can leave to themselves, I guess. Now, where's the way out? I think down this way, and then, yep. Oh, I did cover that. I just did a circle. Let's see. I'm a little lost. Let's put on our elytra. We can just fly. Here we are. We can see the skylight. So, a bit of an underwhelming trial chamber, I guess, but you can only really do what's given to you. We'll see if we can find a better one with just better mobs, preferably one with the slime spawner. It would be extremely useful for us until we get up a proper slime farm. But let's head on back to the board here, Al. And we can cross off the trial chamber. I mean, underwhelming, but you can only really do what's given to you. So I think next I want to actually do a resin farm. So I don't know how many creaking hearts I've got, because I do have design in mind. I can't remember who it is at the moment of recording, which I'll find out before I build it. But I know it uses a fair amount of creaking hearts. I don't think I have that many. I think I have like 20 odd or something around then. Let's see, here they are. 34. Oh, that might be close to what we need. We can always make more with the farm, and we can just like put temp blocks where the hearts are meant to be. So I'll gather the resources, and then we can head on over to our industrial district and get a start on the resin farm. Well, we're here in the Mushroom Island, where our industrial district will be. So we've got ourselves an area. We'll have it on the same Y level as our wood farm over here, because I do think we'll do something with the island. We'll flatten it out to this Y level here, which is 71, and maybe do something, make it look a little better. Who knows? But let's jump right into building this. Hopefully we can get it done in the night so we can give it a bit of a test. Otherwise we'll have to wait for like 10 minutes, which would suck. So let's not waste any more time and get this thing done. Well, the farm is done. You can see it's just becoming nighttime, so hopefully... Hey, the creaking spawn one we want. Let's tear this down just in case. I don't want to risk them spawning anywhere out. Oh, yep, you can hear them. Let's free cam up. So you can see they're all spawning in. We haven't started this farm just yet. So let's flick this lever so that'll start getting them down. And this is a design by Adil Games. I'll leave a link in the description to their video. But what we can do now is we can just swing away at these creaking. Let me lower my game volumes down a little bit. So we'll swing away. You can see we're already picking up some resin. But if we head up here, you can see we are still missing 3 creaking hearts. So we'll be able to make those right now, actually. We've got more than enough. So let's make those. Hopefully we can get them in without too much trouble. All the creaking should be down anyway, so let's fly up. And then, okay, this is going to be fun. Let's switch that off just to make it a little easier on ourselves to place down the heart. So 1, 2, and 3, and then let's just fly out and then turn this back on. So we've got ourselves a good source of resin. So we've already got a fair amount, which that's really good. As you can see, all it's doing is just basically we have a loop with the redstone, and all it's doing is pushing, when the creaking spawn, pushing them in, as well as any of the resin that falls. I have made one slight adjustment, and that's just adding in this glass barrier so that the resin doesn't go flying off. But as you can see, it's pretty insane. Like, we've only been here for about a minute or so, and we've already got a fair few stacks. So you can imagine overnight we would get a fair amount in one Minecraft night, that is. Unfortunately, we can't really easily AFK at it because our sword doesn't repair, because obviously we're not getting XP, so we'll probably make like a spare diamond sword or something that we can like use. But yeah, it's come together quite nicely, so I reckon we'll head on over to a main spawn island city thing. I still don't know what to call it really. And then we'll just use that for our... Sorry, we'll, I can't English. We'll gather a couple things and then get ready for a deep dark adventure. Well, we're back here at our storage area. It's still quite a mess, so I will work on that. But you can see we've got a fair bit of wool, so about 4, almost 5 stacks actually. Let's sleep, and then we can head over to our sheep. Now, if we head on over this way and then fly over, if we go around here, you can see I've just let them all out. Just a temporary... just a temporary pen for them so that they can regrow their wool. So we might as well get a little more wool. So let's just grab a whole bunch more. Come on. Okay. That's everyone out here. Are there any of you in here that still have some wool? Okay, so that's taking us to a little bit. So almost 6 stacks now. I'm going to be here all day if they keep eating. So yeah, about 6 stacks of wool, which is plenty enough. So let's head on over to the stronghold and let's try and find the ancient city from there. Well, we're here in the stronghold, so I think it was sort of this way. So I'll just sort of dig in a roughly straight line and hopefully we come across something. I did not bring any torches, and so there's nothing to craft them. I'm gonna head back to the overlord. I think it's fast to go via the end. So I'll head back and grab just a couple... Oh no, we've got some torches. Never mind. I mean, it's not too important that we have a lot of torches, simply because we... mobs can't spawn anyway in the deep dark, other than the warden, which hopefully we won't spawn. So let's just keep heading on. Ooh, I love some free diamonds. Are there any more around here? No. So let's just keep heading and hopefully we stumble across the deep dark soon. Aha, we can see some of the skulk. So it doesn't seem like so we are definitely close. Let's pick up a couple of these skulk fangs. We'll need them for our storage system. Now, let's head on over this way. What biome are we in? Forest. So, not seeing anything that way. Is there anything down this way either? I don't see anything. Oh, there's some more skulk. Okay, I'm gonna put that in my offhand so we don't die. Let's see. There's more skulk up there. I'm gonna turn that on so it's a little better for you guys to see. So, oof. Okay. So we haven't found the ancient city yet. But let's grab a couple of these. And let's also grab some of those blocks. We do want to find a catalyst so we can make more skulk at our base. But let's just keep on going. And hopefully... What's that light there? I want to hopefully stumble across an ancient city soon. Ooh. There's a catalyst. There's another one there too. So we just want to be very careful with where we're going because we don't want to set off a shrieker too soon. Hopefully not at all if we can help it, but okay. Let's keep going through this cave and hopefully it might open up into an ancient city. Well, unfortunately this cave doesn't seem to go into an ancient city, instead it goes into a dripstone cave, so let's head back this way. And I think we'll have to choose a direction to go, which I don't like because we could end up going in completely the wrong way. So I think we might... Did we go this way? I don't think we went this way down. So let's go down here. Oh, this could be promising. No, it just leads to lava. Anything on the other side? I can't see. Let's just bridge out a little bit and around, and it looks like it doesn't. So let's see if there's anywhere up here. Shoot. I didn't. Alright, that's one strike. Which was not what we wanted. So let's try and be very careful. Let's surround ourselves in wool. That way we don't accidentally set off the that shrieker again. Okay, we should be fine. Let's dump this skulk stuff in there, and I'm going to... Good, I have a crafting table. Let's just really try and be careful. Okay, didn't set anything off. And we want that. Crafting table. And shulker box. Now that shulker was in that direction. So we might want to head off in that direction, maybe. Hopefully that'll get us close. So let's keep that in our inventory. And let's dump those back in there. Let's make sure silk touch. Okay. I put that shulker box I just made in there. I wanted to put that in instead. So let's dump all of this stuff in. We can put our spare shears in there. We'll keep that on us. So let's keep on heading off in that rough direction and hopefully we stumble across the city soon. Well, we have stumbled upon the ancient city, as you can see. Hopefully. I have put on a gamma override, so it should be a little easier to see. So let's... I can't see any shriekers nearby, so we should be safe to just drop down. Okay, good. So I can probably safely break these without setting anything off. So, I mean, it is always risky breaking these. Okay. Let's see, there's a chest there. Let's go to that first. Okay, we can walk safely on that. There is a shrieker there. So we'll want to have to try and disable that before we try and do anything else. I don't like that there is a sensor next to it, because I did see one more. Damn it, that's the third one I've set off so far. So we have to be very careful now. So let's try our best to make sure none of these can get to that shrieker. Okay. Okay, I can do that safely. This is probably a little excessive, I hope. Okay, it was. Alright, so some disc fragments, and I don't really need anything else in that chest. So let's head on back this way, away from that shrieker. And now let's keep going. Hopefully we can find a Swift Sneak book, and hopefully also the Silence armor trim as well. And also the Ward armor trim, that's also something we can find. So let's keep on trying to find something. Oh, this is the ice thing, so I don't really want the loot from it. So let's keep looking for more chests. Well, we are on our third warning, so one more. If we set it off one more time in the next 10 minutes, a warden will spawn, and I think I'm going to risk it. If a warden spawns, we can just pillar her up. I am going to use the white wool for that. So let's try and, I don't, if I step on it, it will activate. So that was risky. Okay, I'm going to put that in my offhand. Okay, good. And then let's do the same thing here. Let's try and get this one out. Okay, whew. Okay, that could have been much, much worse. Thankfully, we didn't set off any other shriekers, so I think we can safely open these chests. Fire aspect, we got some more of these. What do you have? Protection and unbreaking. I'll take that. Okay, and then you have protection and mending. I'll take that. And Skull Catalyst, I'll always take, because the only other way to get them renewably anyway is to kill a warden, and I know I could, in theory, set up a farm for that, but I'd rather not. Okay, let's grab this blue wool, and I thought I caught a glimpse of a chest in that structure over there. I have sort of been going around the outside, so if we just free cam, you can sort of see been going around the edge a bit, taking out some shriek, because if I do see them, probably should have picked up that wall as well. But let's bridge on over this way. There's also some candles there. We don't really need to gather them. We do have a honeycomb farm next to our gold farm in the nether. Okay, is there anything? I don't think there is. I think this is just an end to the, what do you call them? Paths things. Okay, let's break these and hopefully we don't set off a shrieker. There's one right there. Can I drop down safely? Probably shouldn't from there. Alright, there is a chest. Okay. More unbreaking and mending, some more somewhere. take some shriekers. Efficiency 4 hoe. Okay. Let's keep on going around and find some more chests. Okay, I have spawned in a warden. Let's pillar up high. That was not what I wanted to do. It's hopefully... I don't like not being able to see where I'm going. Hopefully we can get far enough away from it. I really tried my best to avoid that exact thing happening. We had like needed to wait just 2 more minutes and our warning ticks would have gone down by 1. So let's you know what? I might just fly away. Nothing's stopping me. Okay. So let's just avoid that area for a little bit. Hopefully, as long as the warden doesn't get angry, it should be gone in a minute. And then we can just continue on in a different direction. There was a chest over there that I wanted to get, but I could not see it. I am also running out of patience a little bit. So, and I am also getting low on wool. So, you know what? I know there aren't any shriekers in this rough area, as long as I just go around this direction. So, I am going to head back. There is a patch of wool over in... Where is that warden at? I can hear it. Maybe it's just a long range to hear. We'll run around this direction, and there is a patch of wool over in, I believe, around here. And we haven't set off any shriekers, so that's good. So let's just go gather this, and then let's just go as far away from that warden as we can. Well, the first warden we spawned should have been despawned by now. I did set off a shrieker in that rough direction. I think near that ice thing, I just sort of flew back here and set it off by accident. I cannot see a warden over in that direction. And I can't see the one over there, but I am going to give that area a bit of a... just some distance. And let's go and break the shrieker over here that set off the first warden. Because I can't see him, I can't hear him. And we're not getting the darkness effect, so we should be safe. And yeah, we should be fine. As long as we don't accidentally set off another shrieker. So let's go around here. Let's be very careful. There shouldn't be any more shriekers nearby. Okay. So now there is a chest up there. I don't see any shriekers too close, but I don't want to risk it, so I'm just going to have to sneak, which is very slow, actually. I can just... this is probably slightly faster. Now we can just pillar up and open up this chest here. I don't see any shriekers around, so we should be safe. Looting, cursor binding, nothing really worth getting, which is really unfortunate. So, let's see. Can I see any more chests from here? No, well, let's keep on searching. Okay, I've made my way back to where we came in, because I saw a couple chests this way, but there are some shriekers here. So, I think let's surround this one, and then we should be fine to break this shrieker here. If not, I'm just going to fly probably in that direction. Okay. So that's safe there. Let's now break you. Okay. Phew. It's always nerve-wracking breaking shriekers, especially when you don't know if there are any more nearby, but we are fine for now. Let's go over there. There is a chest that way. Let's grab some more wool. Actually, let's just jump down here and just slowly make our way There's a Shrieker there. Hope that shouldn't be that shouldn't be a problem for here. Let's go up and over. Oop, didn't want to do that. Okay. So around here, let's also make sure there isn't like a surprise Shrieker on the other side. No. Okay, Swift Snake 1, Swift Snake 3. Perfect. That is what we came here for. We could... Diamond Horse Armor we'll take. We don't really need... Swift Snake 1 don't need. Books don't need. Glow Berries we have some. Let's see if we can find the armor trim now. Also, actually, before we do that, let me look in my ender chest. Yes, I do have anvils. Good. Let's put Swift Snake on our leggings and equip them. That way, we are now speedy when we sneak. Oh, so much better. It's been a little while without Swift Snake in this world, and just having it just feels so good. We are so much faster. So let's break you. And then let's keep going. This will make, hopefully, finding the armor trims much quicker. Let's see. Any nearby? No. Okay. So yeah, that was a little risky, but we are safe to do that. Okay, I don't think you can get... Alright, I am probably being a little more reckless. But I think I think we can be a little more reckless now that we have Swift Snake. We don't need the armor trims, but I do want them because I do need the silence trim for my design that I like using. Okay, I don't see anything nearby. No armor trims, no Swift Snake, but some... Ooh, a couple notch apples. That's always nice to have, even though I never eat them except for the advancement. See, no Shriekers. I'll get the catalysts later once we've made sure that we've gotten rid of as many of the Shriekers as we can get rid of. We do have about 2.5 minutes remaining before we can safely set off a Shrieker one time. So let's just keep going over this way. Okay, any Shriekers? No. Oh, there are a couple there actually, but we should be fine. Okay. Oh, that is a good hoe there. That's almost perfect, except we'd want efficiency 5 instead of 4, but we can easily just get efficiency on that, so no biggie. Okay, alright, this is where we're going to have a bit of a challenge. Just don't want to set these off at all. So let's just surround them as best we can. Okay, we are almost certainly going to end up setting off a Shrieker, so we'll fly off in that direction if we do. Yep. Alright, this direction out. Okay. Alright. Now we gotta just wait a minute before we can head on over that way, or just anywhere really. I did know that was going to happen, but it is still, I still don't like it. Alright. Well, we have at least got the one enchantment that we came here for. I don't think I'm going to spend much more time down here, at least not in this episode. We might be back to try and find one of the armor trims as well in the future. So let's head on back to our base, where we can then just wrap up this episode and just knock a couple things off of our to-do list. Okay, now at our to-do list, we can now cross off both the resin farm and the deep dark. I think we already crossed off the... wrong thing. I think we already crossed off the trial chamber from earlier, so just make sure there's nothing left here. Nah, I can't see anything, so I think next episode I'm going to try and get a few more of the storage things done. They'll probably be just a quick time lapse at the start of the episode, to be honest. But with both the resin farm and having found the deep dark, we can just get the last few blocks that we need for the filters, at least for the earth storage. Stone storage, we've got everything. So the plant storage, we still need to get a sniffer, so we'll do that next episode. But we can at the very least dig out all the spaces that we do need and get a good start on some of the storage. So that'll be between episodes, which will turn into a time-lapse, hopefully. And I'm definitely going to have to design that river park. That's been on there for a little while. We sort of touched it a couple episodes back now and just haven't really done anything since. So it does need a bit of work done on it. I also need to clean up this area. I've just been using it to like smelt things and whatnot. So I've got a bunch of charcoal going and some wheat for packed mud mainly. But that's going to do us for today's episode. It's been a bit of a long one, so was the last one, which funnily enough, I actually have probably spent less time IRL on these episodes. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video with your friends and family, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!